Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down, Elway. And this one is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Elway. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
In motion left goes Carmichael. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Elway now off of play action. Got an open man. It's Devin Hester. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Elway looking to pass again. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Washington. 55 yards. Play action. It's Elway. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jason Witten from 3 yards out. And the Commanders have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders 7, Packers 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17, and he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion, Hill. They'll start the drive with a carry by Emmett. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Emmett. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. They'll run for it here with Smith. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
To the 43, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. In motion, Hill. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Young. Swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ron Woodson with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Four yards remain for 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Young. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Casper. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Smith again. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Emmitt Smith, 26 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They run it with James. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
James. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's James. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. In on the tackle there, Ray Nitsky, and his heyday, it was before my day, it was before your day, but he was something else.
Look, I can still see that 6'6" on his jersey and him rattling running backs and getting after quarterbacks. He used to wrap his forearms up, and he just had the big flipper come up and thump people in the chest. He was an absolute marvel playing in the linebacker position, especially right there in the middle. A Hall of Famer in 1978, and deservedly so.
Third down, Elway. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rob Woodson.
And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Second down, here's Emmett again.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Now Young on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, he's got Hester complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Elway to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Devin Hester, as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Final play of the half, Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. They find some open field here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
Right at the 40. In motion, the tight end. Tomlinson again, a first down carry. And some room to maneuver.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. They complete it to Hill.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Young takes it on the sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And they send Carmichael in motion right. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A first down carry for Smith. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Emmitt Smith, his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Tucker with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They send Carmichael in motion right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Now it's Elway. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on third down, it's Elway. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now Elway on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10, Elway again. Here's Hester open right side. Washington on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now it's Elway. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
On second down, here's Smith again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll run for it with Smith. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Smith. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Young on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
In motion, Hill. It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Smith trying to run for it. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try for Smith.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. In motion, Hill. Young to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Down, Young. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
Now it's Elway. James has got it. Complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
The slot man in motion right. Throwing now is Elway. He finds his man. Complete. It's James.
Finding space at the 40. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
It's alright, man.
Can you go to court? Get it now.
Cool. I been going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read it, nigga hooked on finance. Say a lot of things and never catch like signing. Zoom, I'm gone. When the members on and get it going, Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear it down, tear it down. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw 'em off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear it out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like I wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no time cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of Bryans. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. How you get attitude cause I'm getting mad? Cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas. Out of freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch us tick. Waiting for that last minute. Stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. What up? Anyway, gotta pay a little more if we late to the jet. Gotta jet cause the boat leave at 8. And we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play a score for every Ablo project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. All y'all girl, let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Now stop playing games, gun. Bring your downstairs. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go.
Rushing me, relax, chill, all right?
Tonight, just don't care. Playing games, girl, bring your downstairs.
White tripping. I think I left something in the house.
I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you tellin', I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, wasn't instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you tellin', I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, not no kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 101 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2 on 2, that's like 4 they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the rent do. Rent got them going, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you tellin', I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. Stand payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck, and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. They'll start out on the ground with Emmett. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So the first carry of the game under the belt for Emmitt Smith. And, of course, in his career, over 18,000 rushing yards, the all-time leader.
He could probably rest easy for a while about people chasing that number down. He's going to stay at the top because everyone's flinging it around instead of running it. We're going to need a real running back renaissance and an emphasis on the ground game to put that record in jeopardy. Is anyone even close right now?
Frank Gore about 6,000 away, and then AP 7,000 away still around there.
Wow, that's a lot of yards to make up. I think Emmitt Smith feels pretty good about the number he posted, 18,355 yards.
And he's got room.
40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They run up the middle with Emmett, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Calling a gain of 5. 4th down now. They'll run with Smith.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Again, it's Smith. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now it's Smith running right. He will push his way down to about the 14. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Here's Steve Young. Touchdown, Packers. Tyreek Hill, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field. And he gets a tackle for loss there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Vic goes play action.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. On play action, Vic.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by the legend, Ray Nitschke. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Emmett. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A pretty typical Emmitt Smith carry right there, Charles. Sets him up nicely for 2nd down.
You would think we would know better having watched him through his entire career. But let's be honest, you thought that was going to be about a 2-yard run, didn't you? I mean, I did. I know I did. And he always turns it into more. Typical, and he keeps his offense on track.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Handoff, running left, Smith. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Emmitt Smith, the ageless wonder, showing that he still has the strength, the body to fight those tacklers off.
Hard to get down. I liken him off into a crafty pitcher who has a lot of stuff, right? Throw the curveball, off speed, there comes a fastball, slider, changeup, always changing speeds, changing locations. He was that way when you tried to tackle it. One time you get the shoulder pads, the next time you'd miss entirely. You never knew what he was going to do.
And he's going to come up a few yards short, brought down at the 45. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And some space here. Touchdown, Packers. LaDainian Tomlinson, 39 yards. And the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count all the rings. My team is the truth, but they some lies to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gardner. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway in Southern California.
Fields it right around the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive.
He'll get this to about the 38.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And some room to work. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
That turned into a very well orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roll and picked up big yardage.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw here. He hits Adams, complete. Touchdown. Devontae Adams, 42 yards.
And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They begin with a run by Smith.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try to run for it with Emmett. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Young to throw on 4th. Gets this one to Hill. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Fitzgerald. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Devontae Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Emmett. And he's got some space here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Packers nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it again with Smith. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A first down carry for Smith. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Emmitt Smith. 29 yards. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started. The way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown. And that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. They'll look to throw here. That's caught by the Hall of Famer, Casper. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. On second down, Jacobs. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing, Young. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. In motion, Hill. Now Young on fourth down. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, they picked up the first down. But I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped. And I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't fourth and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Young working out of the gun.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Packers take over at first down at their own 20-yard line.
Second half begins with a run by Smith. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Smith. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Packers! Emmitt Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over first and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Culpepper. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete. And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a 1st down throw for Young. And it'll be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum of the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
It's complete to Fitzgerald. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Throws the out route and finds Claypool. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jags have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Jaguars 28, Packers 14.
To the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Young on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Young. Smith catches left side.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. That throw by Young incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Smith running right. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 195 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Young on 3rd and 2. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They're running. Tomlinson. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here in the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talked so much about the turnover battle.